You say you want a different life, but you are still acting like the same person. That's the problem. Same habit, same excuses, same environment. I can totally relate with this. You may not be able to change everything at once, but you can change each and every one of these three categories in little ways. For your environment, you can change what you watch on the digital space. For habits, you can start implementing new habits. And it's not going to be easy. But these are the standards you need to set for yourself to become the better version of yourself, which you know you want, rather than procrastinating and regretting. What is the worst that could possibly happen? Just try and fail and keep on trying and learn from your mistakes. Success does not happen without failure. If you have seen it, let me know in the comment section. I can totally understand the reasons why you stay the same. You stay the same because of comfort, lack of standards, and the worst of them all, fear of change. Everything could go possibly wrong, but you just have to try. I'll tell you how you're going to do that in a bit. Okay, for comfort. Comfort is good to an extent at the beginning point of life. And I'm going to use nature to simplify this example. A lion gives birth to cubs, and the cubs grow to an extent. They are breastfeeding from their mother. At some point, she pushes them out to learn how to hunt. But sometimes, that does not happen with us as humans. We keep on being cajoled and kept in our comfort zones. Meanwhile, it has helped us grow to a point, but right now it's actually killing us because too much of everything is bad. That is why you need to step out, leave your comfort zone, and actually find purpose for yourself by working on what you long for, no matter how little it is. Do not compare yourself with other people. Another reason is fear of change. You may be scared of changing, and I can totally relate when you have so many things that you are comfortable around, but you know that there's no fulfillment. But you just need to take the step. You just need to step out. Just think of the hardest thing you ever did in your life. If you did not have the opportunity, if you did not tell yourself, I can do this, or believe yourself well enough to actually take the opportunity, you wouldn't have been able to do it. And at the end of the day, you see that it wasn't as bad as you thought. You were afraid, but you were brave, and you became courageous. That is basically point. You need to step out. While doing this, you have to have standards that hold you accountable, what to do in certain situations, when you feel like procrastinating, when you feel lazy, and when you do not feel like continuing. We all feel this way. There are times where you do not want to continue, you just want to end. I just want to end and say, no, I'm not going to do this. But you have to have fallback mechanisms to help you when you're down, and to help you when you're not so down. You still have energy to keep on going, but there's no motivation, which is where discipline comes. Standards, things that you have to do. And try journaling, pour out all your thoughts on paper, no matter how little. If it's an idea, put it down on paper. It will really help. Personally, I've experienced this. Now the question of implementation comes in. How do I leave my comfort zone? How do I become brave enough to be able to take the bold step to stop being afraid? And how do I set standards for myself? And how do I continue being accountable to myself in this journey? The first step is to set one standard. Example, you want to become better. I'll use the most common thing. You want to exercise. Your goal is to become strong, healthy, and fit. One standard you must be able to set is giving your body enough time to rest and recover after taking out the necessary action in terms of working in the gym, or maybe jogging, running, squats, or whatever the exercise is, exercise variation. You have to give yourself enough time to rest. And this is where social media comes in, because there are things that distract you. Maybe before you exercise, you're scrolling. Then say, I'll do it later, and you end up not doing it. Or at night, when you are supposed to be sleeping, you are not sleeping because you are scrolling on social media. Once you have set the standard, you have to act on it daily, and do not negotiate with yourself. Excuses are good, and there are good reasons why you should actually quit. Think of anything. Think of the reasonable excuses you give yourself to actually stop. There will always be a reason why. But you prefer to regret not doing something than actually take the chance to doing it and say, I tried and I failed. And most of the times people actually try over and over, not once and they fail. They actually become successful in that aspect, or they consider themselves successful to an extent. So stop negotiating your way out of things. Stick with what you said you are going to do, and keep on doing it till it works out for you. Peace out.